Well known for his award-winning role as Mateo Santos on All My Children, Mark Consuelos has had a successful television and film career, and now he's taking on a new role as a United States Senator in the comedy series Alpha House, which premieres tomorrow on Amazon.com. Mark joins us this morning live from New York City. Good morning, Mark.
Hey, good morning.
Pleasure to talk to you, sir. Now, this show sounds like it could have been ripped from the headlines. Can you tell us a little bit about Alpha House?
It actually is ripped from the headlines. It's loosely based on a New York Times article about Chuck Schumer and his roommates. Chuck Schumer is a senator from New York. It's about 4 senators who share a house in D.C. I play Andy Guzman, Cuban-American freshman senator from Florida, who's newly divorced and is the new roommate in the house, who has his eyes on the White House.
Great. Okay. And so you've got a few people in there. I'm really excited to see this. You got 3 other senators that you're sharing this house with, and we're not talking small senators. We're talking some big guns. So can you tell us about your co-stars?
Yeah, John Goodman. First of all, it starts with Gary Trudeau, who from Doonesbury fame, who's writing it and showrunning it for us, and then John Goodman, Clark Johnson, and Matt Malloy, 3 just really amazing actors that I am like pinching myself to be in the company with them. So it's a comedy. It's a half-hour comedy, and the great thing about a comedy is that you tend to laugh all day, and when the writing's good, you laugh a little more.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. It's got to be fun to be working with those folks. Now, you also recently wrapped production on the feature film A Walk Among the Tombstones, Liam Neeson, and also a friend of mine, Ruth Wilson. Can you tell us about that and when it will be released?
I believe that would be 2014. It's going to be released. I'm not so sure about that. I shot that in New York. It's written and directed by Scott Frank, amazing director, writer, with Liam Neeson. It was a period piece shot like it was supposed to be in the 80s. So I'm a child of the 80s. Mm-hmm. And to go from that project, which was shot in New York, to Alpha House, which was also shot in New York, I was just like, that hasn't happened to me in a long time. I'm usually have to travel. I actually shot in Albuquerque, New Mexico, a few years back. I had a great time there. Had a lot of really, really good food, but I'd never usually get to work at home in New York, so that was special for me.
That's great. That's great. Well, we always like to think of New Mexico as a home away from home for working actors, so you're welcome back anytime, Mark. Now, you and your beautiful wife, Kelly Ripa, living in New York. Yeah, you've been married 17 years, and I got to ask you, because I'm a father of 2, and how do you balance the 2 careers in show business and 3 kids? That's a big juggling act you got there.
The kids are getting older now, it's a little bit easier, I think. They're a little more self-sufficient. You don't have to worry about like them getting dressed, or you dressing them. They know how to do that, so that's a good start. No, I think you just get used to it. We have some help, and the kids are responsible, but we also make time for the family. That's also a really important part of the equation. Is you have to have balance, and we try to have dinner every night together as a family. Which is a lot of fun, and you get to check in with each other and see how everybody's days went, and and what dramatic thing happened or what boring thing happened. So that's also very important.
Right. Yeah, and I couldn't agree more. Doing that daily check-in, having dinner with the family. So tomorrow, Amazon.com, we can see this Alpha House. Mark, I really cannot wait to see this. A big fan of yours, big fan of Mr. John Goodman. So. All the best of luck on this show, and we hope to see you back in New Mexico sometime soon. Doors are open for business, so like I said, come back, have some green chili, and make a movie with us.
Yeah, so do I, man. I'll come back soon. Thank you very much.
All right, thanks, Mark. Take care.